call the committee session. Before we get going tonight, I want to discuss some of the rules that I think this commission needs to be following in the future. To be more organized, to be more coherent in our committee meetings. Whereas just the committee members will start the discussion, and the committee chair, which will run the meeting, and then the other commissioners can chime in. But when votes come for recommendations, they only come from the committee, not everybody else that's here. And in the past, it's been a little, I think we let it become a little too loose, and so I want to try to make it a little more organized, and I appreciate your cooperation. I'm appointing committees. The Plan Review Committee, the chair shall be Jill Jacobson with Mike Mushak, and I had put Harry on that, but we'll see what happens.
You need to see what happens.
Well, he's going to replace himself. I don't think Harry's coming out any zoning meetings.
Oh, he could be around.
Okay, for the zoning committee, Emily Wilson as chair, with Nate Santo and Brenda Kruk as members. The chairman is ex officio members. Now, what I want to make clear is that when the committee must vote on actions only by committee members only, and that the committee sets the public hearing date for no action, but only the 3 committee members, nobody else. The committee makes recommendations. We are not a legislative body. We are a commission. When things are voted in committee, they do not die in committee. And the city council, legislative body, when they vote in committee for an item, if they vote against it, it doesn't go to the full board. But here we vote for things in committee. They still go to the full commission, and the full commission can change the result of what the committee voted. In state legislatures and the city council, things are blocked in committee by telling them in committee, but we don't do that here. All right. Now, at the when Jill is doing plan review, she is the chairman. She runs the meeting, and she calls for all the votes, and she will run the meeting. When zoning is up, and we will run the meeting, she will be the chair. At the commission meeting, I would like to be a little more organized, where instead of people just speaking out when they wish to be recognized by the chair first. Every other time I've been on other committees, it was just a form. We have Robert's Rules of Orders that we go by, and usually you ask the chair, raise your hand, the chair recognizes you, and then you speak. All right? That's the way I'm going to do it at the next commission meeting. The committee. The chair decides, responsible to organize who speaks. The chair decides the order of speaking. This is the way we're going to make it more organized and more, just more efficient, I think. Committee recommendations are read by the chair. Then the committee chair, the commission. Then the commission chair will ask for the second. Then the second is made. Then the chair of the commission shall ask for discussion. There's no discussion, then we go to a vote. All right. Also, we are a commission of the whole city. We do not represent a district. I am not the zoning commissioner from District 6. I am the zoning commissioner for the city of Norwalk. The only time districts are mentioned in our organization is the city charter. When it was done, I think the first nomination, I'm guessing, was a charter change, where it says that 2 members shall be from each council district. And that's the only thing in the charter that says that anything to do with the council districts. We do not represent district in our, we represent the city of Norwalk, we are a commission, we're not. So, some people have the illusion that I think they're representing a district that happen to be appointed from, but you don't. You represent the city of Norwalk. All right? Would anybody, if you want to discuss this now, we can wait for the end of the meeting, get the meeting going. If you, what I'll put out here, and I'll save it for the end.
Can we discuss it now?
Okay.
Since you brought it out.
Okay,
right now.
I would prefer to get the meeting going, but.
Well, since you have that as the first item, I would prefer to just discuss it and let us get it out of the way, and this way we can move on. Is there any way in Robert's Rules of Order that it talks about a chairman choosing all of the committees? Or does it also talk about them being chosen by the group?
That's a chair, that was my decision to appoint the committee.
I'm saying,
I don't know.
I think that there is.
Okay, so.
And I'm just wondering why it has to be done strictly by the chair, and nothing can come from the floor, or nothing comes from the floor.
Just the way that.
Well, I'm understanding that, but I'm saying,
So
because you have chosen to do that way, is that why it's done like that, or can it be done differently? Or, I believe, according to Robert's Rule, it could be done differently, and I'm just wondering.
Well, that's why I chose to do it.
Well, I understand that, Joe, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is it really your decision?
What are you recommending? What do you want to?
I'm just wondering if it could have been done differently.
Well,
because one of the things that I see,
another chairman is here, then they'll choose.
No, not another chairman. I'm talking about as the commission. Can the commission do it differently? I realize that as the chair, you have chosen to do it that way.
Right.
But it just seems to me like there's a flow, and the same people end up holding the same offices, or the same people end up doing different things, and then there are other folks that are part of the same commission that don't get that same opportunity. That's why I'm asking.
The bylaws do say that the committees are appointed by the chair. So that really answers that question.
Okay, the bylaws say that, but one of the things that he mentioned is Robert's Rules. And I know in Robert's Rules, it can be done differently. And it just seems to me that even if you chose to do it that way, it would help to try to be, I believe, a little more inclusive.
I'll take that into consideration. Thank you. All right, Joe?
Well, hold on, Joe. So you're saying anytime a commissioner wants to make a comment, he's got to raise his hand and be recognized?
By the chair.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm old school. When Ellen was chairman, I don't know if you ever noticed, I always ask permission of the chair to speak. That's just the way it's been. And when I returned to the commission when I was chairman, I realized I should have done the rules then, but it was being done differently. And but I just think that, especially here in the committee meetings, we're acting a lot of times like the full commission is voting on stuff. And it's supposed to be the committee, not the commission. And part of our legal appeals that we're facing, part of the reasons for these appeals is that we're acting as a commission, not as a committee. And that's not the way it should be.
Part of acting as a commission, it doesn't mean, or a committee in some cases, it doesn't mean that the commission can't discuss whatever is being presented.
Oh, no, I'm not
it just
saying
means that the actual vote
only by the
is
committee.
done that. But the way you make it sound
No.
is that it can't be, although it's voted on by just those that are part of that committee, it
Correct.
still can be discussed by the, and not only could be,
That's what
but
I
it
said.
ought to be discussed
That's what I said.
by the entire
That's what I said.
commission.
That's what I said. I never never said that other, I never said that. Okay, Joe.
And I agree with us showing and having a little more civility, because it's something that I had talked about a long time ago.
Okay, we're gonna give
So
it a
I
shot.
think that we certainly are on the right track by doing so. But I'm just, like I said to you, I was a little worried because it just seems like the same positions just get pushed around to the same people.
Jill, start the meeting, please.
Okay, I have one question though. I am the only one present on the plan review committee. So who's going to be
Okay,
voting
then,
with
Mike,
me? We have
then
Mike
Mike
and
will
Jim.
be another member, and Jim.
And Jim,
Yes.
okay. All right.